Okay, I'll start the presentation right now. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Um, Hi, everyone. My name is Derrick, and I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Santa Clara University. Thank you all so much for listening to this presentation, and I hope this presentation will be fruitful for you to learn more about our campus and learn a little bit about the application process as well. So I'd love to first start with just sharing about the mission and the vision of our campus. So Santa Clara University really aims to educate citizens and leaders of conscience, competence, and compassion in order to cultivate knowledge and faith, in order to build a more humane, just, and sustainable world. So I'm going to talk about three main qualities of Santa Clara University that I personally really love. The first one being that it's in the heart of the Silicon Valley and in the Bay Area. So, many people might think of Silicon Valley as like technology, business, entrepreneurship, computer science, and so forth. But I really think about opportunities. So 80% of our students take on internships throughout their years here at Santa Clara University. Because we are in the Silicon Valley, there are so many different opportunities, such as from top employers like Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Cisco, to startups as well. And outside of the technology and business field, we have strong medical, pre-health, humanities, and social science businesses all around the Silicon Valley that many of our students partake in during their time here at Santa Clara. Leading on to that, with all the professional development that they gain from one of our top career centers across the nation, our students are able to get about 86% of our students are employed full-time or attend graduate school by the time they graduate within 6 months. So again, just being in this opportunity of a variety of opportunities and businesses and jobs and internships really allows the student to really develop professionally and just really utilize the knowledge and the skills they learn here on campus. So a little bit more about just the physical location. We are only about 5-10 minute drive from the San Jose International Airport. So, students can take the airport to fly to different parts of the country or the world if they want to go on breaks. Many of our out-of-state students or international students use it to get home as well. We have nearby cities such as San Jose, so a lot of great activities to do there, concerts, escape rooms, food, hiking, and so forth. And if you go 45 minutes north, you can go to San Francisco. You can see the wonderful Golden Gate Bridge, a lot of great activities to do as well. And if you go about 30-40 minutes south, you can go to Santa Cruz if you love beaches, the boardwalk, hiking, and more naturey things. And just some of our student population, about 55% of our students are from California, while 45% of our students are from out of state or international students, representing 49 states here in America and 30 different countries around the world. So we really strive for this diversity of different cultures and backgrounds in our students. The next quality I love to really share to students is about the Jesuit mission and philosophy here at Santa Clara University. We are a Jesuit Catholic university, and the main focus of the Jesuit mission is to educate the whole. So that includes the mind, the body, and the spirit. And has a focus on really the commitment to service and social justice. So how's this manifested? This is manifested in a couple of ways. So our core curriculum. So if you think about other universities, there's like math, English, writing, science, art courses that are required for the general education. But in our core curriculum, we also include diversity requirements, ethics, and civic engagement. We also do require 3 religious courses as part of the curriculum. So those religious courses can be your typical, like theory of Christianity or ancient Rome and Greek mythology or Egyptian religious traditions. But it can also be in courses such as texting God or media and religion and women in the Bible. So there's a lot of range of what courses you can do for your religion requirement. Again, it could be the more traditional religions, or it could be how religion is played in our culture today, in our social cultural world today. You may ask, do I need to be Catholic in order to attend Santa Clara University? No, you don't have to. 50% of our students do identify as Catholic, while 50% of our students identify as non-religious or a different religion. And, if you do want to practice your Catholicism, there's a lot of opportunities. We do have mass, we have campus ministries. We have so many opportunities for you to engage in your religion and just develop your faith. But if you don't want to partake in that, it's completely okay as well. We have such an inclusive environment for all students of all different religious backgrounds. And lastly, this Jesuit mission is really manifested through, a lot of our students being global citizens, so studying abroad, attending immersion programs, and partaking in community-based learning here in Santa Clara. About 25% of our students do study abroad. You can take your traditional courses, you can do internships or research opportunities abroad. Lastly, I would love to talk about our community here at Santa Clara University. So we are a mid-sized university. We have 5,520 undergraduate students. And so what that really means is that here at a mid-sized university, it's very, you're able to meet a lot of new people, meet people from different backgrounds, but you're still able to see your classmates around campus. You don't feel like it's such a big campus where you won't see your friends, but it's also bigger than, your average high school, compared to like smaller campuses as well. So it's kind of nice to be in that middle ground. We have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So this really allows our students to engage with our professors through office hours, internships, undergraduate research opportunities. And our classroom size is about 23. So that's really, really amazing. Allows you to really work collaboratively with your classmates, get the individual attention needed or questions answered from your professors. So overall, it's very great. You can imagine, being a large classroom of 400, 500 students in a larger university, it could be a little intimidating to ask questions in the middle of class. But here at Santa Clara University, with an average class size of 23, it's a lot less intimidating. We also have a 95% retention rate. So that means is that 95% of our first year students love Santa Clara University so much that they come back for the second year. We also have an 88% four-year graduation rate here at Santa Clara University. The national average is about 35% to 40% for a four-year graduation rate. So it really shows that Santa Clara University really helps our students find their academic passions and goals, and also helps them get the classes they need, and really helps them prepare them for the next chapter in life professionally, academically, and personally. So we just really love the strong community here at Santa Clara University. Speaking of community, we also have 170 student organizations that students can be part of. Those can range from special interest clubs, identity clubs, pre-professional clubs, community service organizations, Greek life, and so forth. So there's so many different organizations that students can join and find a great community of friends to be with and just really learn about themselves and find their identities. There's also the chance, if you are involved in something in high school and you don't see it here in Santa Clara, feel free to create your own organization. I recently talked to a student who volunteered at animal shelters throughout high school. And so she created her own student organization that allows her and her club to go to local animal shelters and volunteer. The university helps fund with the orientation costs, travel costs, and so forth. So we really love to see our students take leadership and find things that they want to be involved in and create a community through that. I'm going to take a quick pause and see, do you have any questions regarding any of the information I talked about regarding Santa Clara University? I can try to answer any questions before we talk about the application process.
Do you have any questions, Eli? Derrick?
Not the moment.
Sounds good. Okay, so now I'm going to continue and talk about the application process. So we are on the common application, and one of the first questions you're going to get is which of the 3 schools do you want to apply for? So we have the Colleges of Arts and Sciences, the Levy School of Business, and the School of Engineering. So starting off, the College of Arts and Sciences, we have about 55% of our students. The more popular majors of interest include psychology, communications, political science, and biology. For the Levy School of Business, that's about 27% of our student population. The more popular majors include accounting, which we have a good relationship with the Big Four, marketing and finance. And a lot of our professors are professors of practice and scholarship, which means that some of them are CFOs and CEOs of their own companies, and they come here to teach our students here. And lastly, our School of Engineering, about 18% of our student population, most popular major, computer science and engineering. Granted, we are in the Silicon Valley. There's a lot of great academic programs here at Santa Clara University, over 50 different majors and minors to choose from. We also have tracks for pre-law, pre-education, so pre-teaching, and pre-health/pre-med. We also have a couple of 4+1 programs in the business and engineering schools. So if you're interested in pursuing your bachelor's and your master's degree in 5 years, that's definitely something you can apply for. And we have an amazing new facility in the STEM building. It's a new state-of-the-art technology, really, really great. It just opened this quarter here in fall quarter. And just a little information regarding double majoring and transferring. My biggest tip is to apply for the school you're most interested in applying for. So if you think you're interested in finance, marketing, business, apply for the School of Business. If you're interested in engineering, School of Engineering. Sometimes it could be depending on what you want to do, or transferring. Let's say, if you're a student in the School of Engineering, but eventually you want to transfer into arts and sciences, that's pretty easy. You can definitely apply and do that. Or School of Business to arts and sciences. But for students who want to go from arts and sciences into School of Business or engineering, it's a little difficult. You're going to have to wait for a student from those schools to drop and switch into the arts and sciences. It's like a 1-to-1 change. Not guaranteed, but it's still possible, which is why I would recommend, ultimately applying for the school that you're most interested in pursuing. Each of the different schools do have an undeclared major as well, if you want to pursue that for now. And you can minor across campuses, across colleges. So if you're in the School of Engineering but want to minor in business, you can definitely do so. Next, about the actual application. So we do review holistically. So first we look at your academic side and your personal side. With the academic side, we'll look at your transcripts to see your unrated GPA. Our unrated GPA average is about 3.7, kind of ranges a little bit depending on which school and which college you're applying into. You might ask, why do we do unrated? Because a lot of high schools do their GPA a little differently. Some out of a 4.0 scale, some out of a 10.0 scale, and others something completely different. So in order to kind of level the playing field, we just go over that 4.0 unrated scale. But some students do take honors courses, AP courses, IB courses, and so forth. Do we look at that? Yes. We look at your rigor. So those are the strengths and challenges of your courses. But we look at that in the context of your school. So we look at what Castro Valley High School offers, how many APs do they offer and how many APs are you taking? Are you challenging yourself to take, a good amount of AP courses if you can? We also want to look at interest too. If you're applying for a school of engineering, we kind of expect, like calculus or, one of the hardest sciences, just to kind of really demonstrate your academic interest in that field. Next, we also look, we don't, again, we see your school profile and we want to really see what's being offered and if you're taking on the most challenging courses if possible. And we definitely understand different circumstances, especially this past year, with everything being online. We definitely take that in consideration. Next, we look at test scores if you submit those. So we are test optional right now. What that means is that you don't have to submit your SAT or your ACT scores. You can if you want. If let's say you wanted to supplement your application, let's say you had a low in grades one semester, 1 year, you want to show your strong test scores, definitely submit them. But not submitting it would not hurt your chances at all, either for application or scholarship purposes. Next, we want to really look at your personal side, who you are, your identity, your passions, your interests. We want to see your story. And that could be from your extracurricular activities. What were you involved in, both in school and outside of school? Were you involved in leadership, community service? Did you have a part-time job, sports, art? Did you have family responsibilities? Those are all fair game that you can put on your Common App for the extracurricular activities. Again, you have 10 slots, so use them wisely, but definitely share as much as you can. Your personal statement, your essay. Again, my biggest tip is definitely have it proofread with like a friend or a teacher or a counselor or a parent. Make sure that everything flows and make sure it ties it back to you. We have times where people talk about how great their grandma is. And as much as we want to make grandma to Santa Clara University, we want to make you. So we want to know more about you. So make sure whatever you're writing about, tie it back to yourself. And with the supplements, we really want to see why you're interested in Santa Clara University. But also as important, we want to see how can Santa Clara University help you reach your goals and your passions and your dreams. Why is Santa Clara University a great school for you? So definitely take all those in mind. And regarding letters of recommendation, we do require at least one letter of recommendation from either a teacher in high school or a high school counselor. You can submit 2 or 3 in total. Those could be another teacher here at Castro Valley. You can have a counselor write it, a boss, a coach, and so forth. Someone who can really write about who you are and what you can bring to university. So make sure you find people you really trust and that can really write and see how outstanding you are. Next, some important deadlines I just love to share. Upcoming, we have our early action and early decision 1 coming up due November 1st. And then our early decision 2 and regular decision deadline is January 7th. So let me kind of go over the difference. So early decision 1 and 2 are binding. So what that means is that you love Santa Clara University so much that you are sending a contract telling us that you will go to Santa Clara University if you're admitted. You, your guardian, your parent, signing that contract. Early action means, you still love Santa Clara University so much, but you still want to look over other financial aid packages, you're still looking at other universities, but you are ready to submit the application, then early action is the way to go. For regular decision, that's for students who, maybe you want us to see your senior year grades to help your GPA, or, you want to write about your extracurriculars in senior year or personal statement, or you just need some more time to focus on your application, then regular decision is a great option. We recommend all students to submit their FAFSA and the CSS profile for financial aid. To be transparent, attending a private university is expensive, but 77% of our students do receive some sort of financial aid, either needs-based or merit-based. So again, those needs-based are from your FAFSA and your CSS profile. Definitely fill those out when you apply for Santa Clara University. The merit-based scholarship is for the top 10 to 15% of the applicants. So there's no extra application for that. You'll automatically be in consideration when you apply. But those merit-based scholarships can range from a couple $1,000 all the way to a full ride scholarship. And lastly, just a few little extra things about Santa Clara University. We have a full-size gym, a bunch of different equipments, a lot of opportunities for intramural sports. We have an Olympic-sized pool. We also have a lot of various student events that our students and the university host. So we have concerts, events. We have like a midnight breakfast during finals week. So many great ways for you to engage with your classmates and really find a home away from home. So again, thank you all so much for attending Santa Clara University's info session. We do have an open house coming up in October 15th and October 16th. October 15th, Friday, is virtual, so there'll be opportunities to attend a mock class, get to meet some professors, go to student panel. We also have a financial aid info session as well. And we also have a special event where one of our admissions counselor is going to review an application right in front of the students to kind of see what's like, to review an application from the admissions counselor's side. And on the 16th, on the Saturday, we have an in-person open house. So please come to Santa Clara University. We have campus tours, college tours for each of the 3 colleges, and department fairs as well. So definitely the way to register and sign up for all these events are on our website at Open House 2021. So thank you so much for attending, and let me know if you have any questions.
All right, before we wrap up, Eli, do you have any questions for Derrick about Santa Clara? Okay, no questions, but I'll make sure that Eli gets your contact information.
Perfect. I'm going to drop that in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Thank you, Eli, for attending today. I really appreciate it. Here's my contact information. Feel free to share with any students. I'll be happy to answer any questions they may have. Again, we do have the open house, so really love for our students to attend. If they can attend, we also have both virtual and in-person info sessions as well.
All right, awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, Derrick.
Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.